So, a lot of you have probably already heard the good news. A direct is tomorrow, and by the time a lot of you guys are watching this, it'll be later today, if not already happened today. But watching this video probably won't have much steam to it if you've already seen the direct. So, I'm going to keep it short and simple. Trying to predict what I think we're going to see in the direct as a whole seems pretty hard. Last time they did a big direct, the one that had Isabelle in it, there was a lot of really big surprises that made me super happy. Stuff like the tabletop simulator coming to Switch, I did not see coming. Luigi's Mansion being announced was fucking awesome. Katamari Damacy, and then of course we got Isabelle for Smash, and that was just. And then let's not forget Animal Crossing's release announced that there's going to be a new Animal Crossing. I could say, hey, we're going to get more information on the new Animal Crossing. Hey, we're going to get new information on, um, you know, I could say anything like that. I could just talk about the last direct, say, oh, more information on Luigi's Mansion, probably. But I'm not going to sit here and try to predict every single game because it's just improbable. But I will say that there was some leaks about this. A lot of you guys who are into this scene of Smash Bros. Leaks probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But there was some leaks before this direct, and this date has been said for a while now. And the fact that the leak was correct, and this guy apparently has a good record with leaks, that says a lot. And he was predicting stuff like Mario Maker 2 being announced. And we already know from other gaming journalist websites, not just from leaks and rumors, but actual publications have been saying Nintendo has some unannounced games that are coming out this year that we don't know about, which just makes sense. It's only February, and it's only mid-February at that. I mean, there's plenty of time for Nintendo to announce some fucking games, and, we're not even close to E3 yet. So, will we get big shockers in a early year direct, in a direct in the winter of the beginning of the year? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get big fucking announcements of, you know, amazing potential. But it seems like with Nintendo, they don't. They will just drop a bombshell like Animal Crossing randomly. Like I think that one was in like October or September or some shit. So, like, they'll just kind of drop some fucking shit, man. They don't even care. So, as far as, like, what we get, I don't know. But we do know also that they are going to show off more information on Fire Emblem. Now, only 35 minutes long. If they decide to show off a lot of content on Fire Emblem, then we might get half the direct taken up for fucking Fire Emblem. Because think about this. It's 35 minutes long. If they want to show um, something for like 15 minutes, if they want to like really show like an opening cutscene, then go into like a little bit of the game, then show like a little outro video, that could take up like 10 fucking minutes. So maybe even 15. So like I don't know what they mean when they say they're going to show off the new Fire Emblem, but honestly I want to see more on the new Fire Emblem anyway. As a Fire Emblem fan, I'm a fan of all the games, and I'm a fan of playing games on my Switch, especially RPGs, especially a brand new fucking Fire Emblem. So to me, I don't think we're going to get any of the too big of reveals, but we might get one or two or three games revealed. Maybe nothing like groundbreaking, but I think if Mario Maker 2 isn't that groundbreaking, especially if it's more of the same. Now, if they do make a Mario Maker 2, there's some obvious additions that people want. Like, people want slopes. That's a popular one. And that makes sense because in Mario World, there were slopes. Now, of course, in the original Mario Bros., there wasn't any. And they wanted to keep Mario Maker simple, so they wanted to keep everything limited to that. But they might add in slopes. Honestly, I would like a more comprehensive Mario Maker, or the rule sets are a little bit differently depending on which version of Mario you're using. Now, I think the four they have is perfectly fine, especially with Mario U Deluxe out now. Mario U's out again, and so it's like it's more the same. It's you want to play Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario World, or New Mario. That's your options. I don't see what else they would need to add in. Some people suggested Mario Bros. 2. I actually am leaning in a different direction. I think that they should add in some sort of two-player component to the game, or maybe even four-player if you're playing New Super Mario Bros. Because New Super Mario Bros. Does have four-player. So maybe you could make exclusive maps designed for co-op. Maybe you could make special co-op maps, or maps that you can only play in co-op, or maybe you can make maps that work both ways and they're all exclusive to the new Mario style of gameplay. Or maybe you could add in some other kind of take turns option. Um, if you're trying to play like a hard map online, you and a friend can like take turns as Mario and Luigi, like a classic Mario. Anything, I know it's called Mario Maker, but the series as a whole is called Mario Brothers, and that's because it's a two-player game. The only reason why it's called Mario Brothers is because they invented Luigi so you could play two players. So, as that Smash Direct said when they announced Skin, Luigi was an Echo Fighter of Mario in Mario Bros. Arcade. So, yeah, I think adding a two-player component would be fun. And maybe just some other bonus minigames. Maybe put in Mario Arcade. In Mario 3, you could play that as a minigame. In all the Game Boy Mario Advance games, they let you play that if you had only one cartridge, but you had multiple Game Boys linked up. You could play up to four players with only one cartridge, and you got to play that Mario Arcade anyway. And me and my little brother would play the crap out of that. We actually loved playing that, just like me versus him as Mario and Luigi, and we loved playing the Mario Bros. Arcade game. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, I would love if they did just silly, stupid stuff like that would be fun. Imagine if they did four players, um, like how they did the Game Boy Advance games. They let you play as a third and fourth Mario that looked like Wario and Waluigi, and it was actually a lot of fun. I never played four players, but I did play it three players before, and it was actually a lot of fun. So imagine if they did something like that. That could be a ton of fun. If they did something like that. And they could even add in like all the characters from Mario, New Super Mario Bros. U. They could add in all those characters too. These are all pie in the sky ideas. Um, oh, are Yoshi's even in? I don't even think Yoshi's are in Mario Maker. Adding Yoshi's in a Mario Maker 2 with slopes, with two-player options, that would be a ton of fun. I think a lot of people would enjoy that. Um, or maybe add in like other features like being able to play as Peachette and stuff like that, and Nabbit in certain maps. Just anything they could do to make it a little bit more fun. I would doubt they would do something involving Yoshi's Island because the Yoshi games are kind of a little too different from Mario games. But and the whole point of Mario Maker is you can kind of easily switch between the worlds. But yeah. So anyway, enough of my rant about Mario Maker 2. I actually am a big fan of Mario Maker 1. I really did enjoy it, but I mostly played it when I had friends over, and just so they could watch me play hard levels, and none of them really wanted to play themselves. I enjoyed making some hard levels, but for me, that game seemed like it was totally worth $60. But I only played it for a little bit, and I would pop it in every so often, just if my friends were too tired to play anything but wanted to watch me play something. So it's kind of like a weird situation to be in. So that's why I'm thinking if they add in some multiplayer aspects to it, it could be a lot more fun. But the game is also one of those games where the fun is how you make it. Like if you have a roommate, or you live with a sibling, or you live with your girlfriend or boyfriend or something, then you guys can make maps for each other. That's a little bit more fun than just playing them online randomly. So it's what you make of it. The fun kind of comes from if how you're willing to play the game. And I think the game was really great, but with my little brother moved out, and me just like not having friends who were really into classic Mario that much, besides my friend who we would send each other our little like level codes. That was basically it, and neither one of us were really make. We kind of both got out of it after a while, even though we both enjoyed the game. So that's kind of my whole thing with Mario Maker, and I would love if they made a little bit more options for someone like me, I could have more fun with the game. And to me, I feel like that a big part of that would be if there was like two player levels and stuff like that. Um, yeah. Now let's talk about the big one. It's to me, I feel like one of two things are gonna happen. Nintendo has not done a direct without announcing a Smash character in a while. Now the thing is that the E3 Direct announced Smash and announced every character that was returning. So that's a big announcement. Then after that, they did a Smash Bros. Based Direct that announced characters because it was a Smash based Direct, and that one talked about echoes and all sorts of shit. Then they made a Smash based, or then they made a direct where they eventually revealed Isabelle at the end, and then they did another Smash based direct that revealed the last few characters. So here's the thing. That's not when I say it like that. That's like one direct in between two Smash based directs, but it still goes to show that we'll probably get a character announced in this direct. Now, will it be related to Fire Emblem, whatever the new game's called, Three Houses? I don't know, but so there's interesting data on the character Brave. For example, he's kind of slippery and slidey. He's kind of heavy, but he's only like medium size, like around Mario's size. Um, and he can't jump off walls. Now, a medium heavy character would be perfect for Sora, but Sora not jumping off walls, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he literally has flow motion gameplay, so there's no way he can't jump off walls. That's absolutely ridiculous. So while some people were really hoping the next DLC would be Square Enix character, I think that rumor can be completely put to rest. I don't think Virgin knows what he's talking about when it comes to DLC, and that's not a diss on him. And I think it's more likely. Also, I think it's also been said that the character's floaty, which could work for Sora, but again, with all the other things added up, it's most likely not Sora. It's most likely a lot of evidence is actually pointing to a character such as Banjo, who would make sense to be a little slidey, heavy but a medium size makes perfect sense. Having floating movement in the air, not being able to jump off walls, all that makes sense for a character like Banjo. So, and the funny thing is, I'm trying to think of characters that fit that criteria that's not Banjo, and I'm having a hard time. Maybe Brave is someone else like Minecraft Steve, but let's also talk about the fact that Xbox Live was announced to come to the Switch. Now, that is crazy. Will we get to hear about that in this direct? I don't know. But yeah, it just goes to show that a character like Banjo is very likely. However, I'm going to say this right here now. If a Microsoft character is announced in Smash, whether it be Master Chief, Banjo, Minecraft Steve, or whoever the hell's from Microsoft, um, it's extremely unlikely that it'll be announced tomorrow. If a Microsoft character is in the game, it's most likely going to happen at E3. And it might even happen during Xbox's presentation and not Nintendo's. The likelihood of a character like that being announced tomorrow, no. However, another Smash Bros. DLC character, I could very easily see it. However, I also consider Joker. If they show off Joker's gameplay, I feel like that's all they need to do because we haven't seen Joker's gameplay yet. But I'm holding out that they'll show Joker's gameplay and show another trailer video. I'm hoping they'll show a trailer video for a new character, show off the new character's playstyle and with gameplay, and then lead that into showing Joker's gameplay because we've already seen his character trailer, even though it's just like an anime cutscene and it didn't show like real other Nintendo characters. It showed them in like smoky forms. I feel like that they could do something like that, but I feel like at the very least we're gonna see Joker in Smash. But I'm really hoping we get a new character announced. I'm hoping it's not just Joker. But as far as what that character will be, if it will be Brave or whatever else, I have no idea, dude. It could honestly be anything. So, and that's the crazy thing. But I do think I think it's most likely we'll see a new character for Smash announced. I feel like the hype for Joker has can't live on just like that by itself. I think that will not satisfy people, and I think Nintendo knows that. I think it's time we see a new character. However, I also believe now that Piranha Plant has been added to the game, I think we'll also get to know for sure when the next character will be released. I think that it will say Joker's release date, and it will say another character's release date. Also, whenever we do see Joker's gameplay, we're gonna see a stage and his music. So don't be too upset if that's all they show, because I know they're gonna Joker's stage and music is a topic of discussion, and it's gonna be badass because the potential for a stage from Persona 5 is awesome. There's so many good ideas, and the soundtrack from Persona 5, let alone if they put in some music from other Persona games, could be so amazing in Smash Bros. So I'm really, really excited for this, and that's gonna be cool either way. And I'm just hoping we get to see a new character on top of that. But that is gonna be a lot of information if they show off new stage and new music. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. And you might have to watch the entire direct. Nintendo likes to save the best for last every time. So who knows what we'll see. We might get a big name drop for a new game at the end or something like that too. I don't know if they'll do it like Animal Crossing where they'll tie something into something, but we'll just have to see what we get. But tomorrow's gonna be a very interesting day, and I hope this is a fun video, get you thinking, and maybe challenge your ideas on what you think is going to happen in a good way that gets you to think critically, and we'll see what we get tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I don't want it to be long because this video is gonna be irrelevant later, literally by the end of the day, Wednesday, which could be today for a lot of you watching. So I'm gonna end it right here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.